Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the May 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go and get into it. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the month of May, so any big messages. Column number 2, we're going to talk about anything related to money. Column number 3, we're going to talk about anything related to love. And in our 4th and final column, we're going to do a message for our future self or spirit guides, almost like advice for the month of May. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, Capricorn, let's get started in our first column here, which is the big things coming for May. We have the summary affirmation card of potential. Love the potential card when we see it come up. There just means there's a ton of potential this month. There's going to be potential everywhere you look. So love a card like potential. Let's see what messages, though, we've got going on here. See what details I can give you. So first up we have the Star card. The Star card's a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. This is like a big boost in your energy, Capricorn. So I love to see that kind of lift in energy. This is also like, I feel like you're starting to see the situation for what it is. You're starting to see the potential, and that's why the energy is getting so much higher. That's why we're feeling so much better. So again, I feel like you can start to see what's going on, and now you can really see the potential there. The next card we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. So this is like I tell people, like you plan for A, B, C, but D, E, F ends up happening. The nice thing about the Tower card is this is like, I feel like it's a course correction card, so it always puts you exactly where you need to be here, Capricorn. So although we didn't love the change, it's not what we planned, it's not what we expected, potentially it's not what we wanted, it puts us in a really good situation. So I feel like there was something recently that happened that went not as planned, but again, I feel like now we can see the potential, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And again, the Tower card positions us well, but we're starting to see the potential in something that wasn't what we wanted it to be initially. So I like that. And at the bottom here, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of skill, quality, craftsmanship. I feel like now is the time to put in the work is what I'm hearing. So again, something unexpected happened, but now we can see the potential in it. So I'm hearing like now is the time to get to it. Now is the time to get after it. Let's take a look though and see what clarifiers we have here. What other information I can give you. First up, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very tolerant, empathetic card. It's very much go with the flow. And you've done a great job of that here. This has been go with the flow type energy here, Capricorn. Again, something wasn't expected, wasn't planned, not what we wanted. But again, we're starting to see the value in it. This is also like taking charge, taking lead, which again, I feel like this is a call to action. It's like, get to it now that we can see the potential, start to go after it. The next card we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. So again, there's some opportunity, there's some potential in this situation that we didn't think was what we wanted it to be. We can definitely see that opportunity, see that potential now. Last but not least here, we have the Six of Cups. This is like very nostalgic. This is very innocent. This is very genuine. I like this though. I feel like this is something we genuinely care about, something we're genuinely excited about now, and we can go after it. This is a card of gifts too, and again, I feel like the Tower card, it really was a gift, even though it didn't feel like it in the moment. But again, we can see the gift, we can see the potential now. Moving on to our next column, let's talk about anything related to money. So quick money message for you. Money flows like breaths of air. Just as you have to breathe in and out, you must also give and receive. Money does not like to sit stagnant like water. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. So first up we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a card. I feel like there's some honesty, some communication coming into play. Communication really being the big word. I'm like seeing a phone call or seeing an email come in. I do feel like we're finding out news of something. There's some sort of critical communication that's happening. The next card that we have is the Death card. I always like to point out for those that don't know, the Death card does not mean death. It is some sort of change, some sort of transformation though, some sort of shift. And I feel like we are going to find out news of something that's changing. Taking a look at our bottom card here, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, if you take a look, there's something different happening in each of these cups here, Capricorn. So I feel like there's a lot of options, and in this case I feel like there could be a lot of unknowns. So again, we found out information, but it's like we don't have all of the details. The Seven of Cups can also be kind of a non-committal card. So I feel like you're maybe a little bit hesitant to commit or get on board because again, it's like this news came in, we're not really sure about it, we need to learn more about it, we need to know more of the ins and outs. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a card, again, this is the communication. I feel like there's some sort of email, some sort of phone call coming in, but definitely you're finding out some sort of information. So the universe said what it said, meant what it meant, when we have the same card on top of each other like that. Next up we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is typically a love card. It's a really good relationship. So perhaps this news is about somebody that you have a really good relationship with. So keep that in mind. Perhaps it's a coworker that you're particularly fond of, or like a boss that we have a really good relationship, mentor, something of that sort. The other meaning, so anytime we have two of something on a card, it can be a decision. So I feel like you could have some decisions that come with this change and this news that we're finding out. And at the bottom here we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card. I like this for you. So the Three of Wands is like expansion and growth. So I actually feel like this is going to lead to a good place for you, Capricorn. Again, it's opening the door for more money. It's opening the door for more growth, more opportunity. But we do need to get a plan together. And at this point, I feel like this information's so new, so fresh, you don't have a plan. But definitely be thinking about getting yourself a plan put together. That's going to help you as you go through this change. Moving on to our next column, we're going to talk about anything related to love. So a quick love message for you. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunity and possibilities for your life. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. So first up, we have the Two of Swords. So again, we talked about this. Anytime there's two of something on a card, it is a decision card. So potentially we could have some decision happening. The Two of Swords, though, is also kind of a compromise card. So I feel like we feel compromised. We feel like things are not exactly what we want them to be. If we take a look at our next card, we have the Seven of Pentacles. I think this could give us some insight as to why we're feeling like we're compromised. But this is like a card of patience, waiting, delayed success. There's still success, it's just delayed success. So again, I feel like you're feeling like you are in this position of being compromised because something is delayed. We're waiting on something. I feel like the question is do we stick with the delayed thing or do we go a different route? At the bottom here, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. So this is the action, the change that you want. But again, I feel like it's compromised because it's not moving. It's sitting still at this point. Potentially for some of you too, you could be getting a new vehicle. That is definitely a meaning of the Chariot card is new vehicle. Let's take a look at some clarifiers though. See what other information I can give you here, Capricorn. First, we have the Four of Pentacles. These are the desires. These are the things we want. Again, you want this action. You want this change. And we're feeling upset because it's delayed. The next card we have is the King of Wands. This is a card of taking the lead. This is making bold moves. It's interesting. I feel like you might actually go another route because you want action so bad here. I just see you like making really bold, punchy moves. At the bottom, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire tarot deck. You've probably heard me say that before. It's just the card of everything wonderful. You see this happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, the water's running. There's a house in the background. I feel like all in all, this is a good relationship card. This is getting what you want. This is being content, which is nice to see because, again, we're feeling compromised at this point here, Capricorn. So I like to see this kind of come full circle, but I do think this will be success. Again, it could be a different path though, because I feel like you're like bound and determined to have action even if you have to go about it another way. But I love to see this kind of positive high note. You're getting what you want, content, happiness. This is total love and support too. So you're definitely well supported by friends, family, loved ones as well. All right, fourth and final column now, a message for a future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card of Fortitude. There is nothing that can stop you with the Fortitude card, Capricorn. It's interesting. I love both of these, potential and fortitude. But fortitude, it's like no matter what happens in front of you, no matter what obstacle or challenge pops up, you just like jump right over it like it never happened. So there's truly no stopping you, no slowing you down. There's nothing that can hold you back with a card like Fortitude. Again, it's just like all about overcoming no matter what we have to overcome. So I love that. First up, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured, very, very capable here with the Queen of Wands. So again, no matter what pops up, no matter what comes your way, nothing is going to stop you. Nothing is going to derail you. So that's really neat to see. I do think there's going to be some bumps in the road. So the Five of Wands is a card of like obstacles, challenges, bumps in the road. But again, it doesn't matter because I feel like whatever the bump in the road is, you're just going to hop right over it like it was not even there. And at the bottom here, we have the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of material happiness, joy, successful outcomes. So I love to see this, Capricorn. Again, this is you getting what you want. This is you being successful. There's quite literally nothing that can stop you on this path, which is great to see. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, this can be a love card. This is like Prince or Princess Charming, Knight in shining armor, very romantic, very proposal. So lots of love energy here. This can actually also though be a card of like opportunity. So I feel like we have our eyes on the prize. We have our heart locked in on something. And again, there's nothing that can derail us or stop us. Up next we have the Two of Swords. I feel like this could be like a card of compromise, but again, I feel like you're just going to kind of bypass all of these challenges. I feel like when it comes up, you decision around them is what I'm hearing. So you find a way to like go around the issue. Last but not least, we have the Death card. I always like to mention this doesn't mean death for those of you that don't know, but it is change, transformation, moving forward. So again, I feel like you're going to push forward. You are going to get what you want no matter what, which is really, really neat to see. All right, and this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the Four of Spades, number 49 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the Nine of Spades, number 41 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the number 45 card, the Jack of Clubs. This is going to be a yes. So this is going to be no, yes, yes for you. Taking a look at our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of May. You have Tiger's Eye, which is good for decisions. It gives you the ability to see things from a distance and decide on the right thing. Love Tiger's Eye. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from your Healing Notes deck. Capricorn, your Healing Note says, live your life from your heart, share from your heart, and your story will touch and heal people's souls. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. That helps me greatly as I'm trying to grow my channel. Also, when you subscribe, you'll be notified when I post new content. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you feel inclined to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and I hope you have a wonderful May.